So here we are, character classes. One of the other way of representing the character classes. We are seeing an example here. So this is our expression we have given in our square brackets, uppercase A to Z and uppercase A to Z and digits from 0 to 9. And we are trying to match this with the string input. We are giving capital L, capital S and a digit 8. S, capital L is present in the range of A to Z, also in uppercase. S will present A to Z range, also in uppercase. Then 0 to 8, 8 will always be present in the range from 0 to 9. So this is true. So this statement is true. So print match 1 will be executed. So match 1 can be seen in the output. So another one will see if re dot search of pattern E and 3. So E will directly goes through the first one. So in the range from A to Z in the uppercase, yes, it match. And second, we're giving a digit, but it needs to be a character from ranging A to Z in uppercase. So it does not match to our expression. So this is false. So match 2 will not be executed, so will not be seen in the output. And another, we have given starting the digit, but then we need to enter a character here, but we entered a 0. Here see, we entering only 2 characters instead of 3, so it show an error. Here we are entering 3 characters, but the whatever the here is the 1 digit, here it must be entered here at the last of our input, but is entered at this first. Also A and B are entered in the lowercase, but we need to check only with the uppercase. So this is false, so it will not print in our output. So only this is match our expression, so we can see this in the output as a match 1. So another character classes, here we in the so far we have seen this is a starting we use, and the ending we use a dollar symbol. So if we give this starting or dollar symbol, it does not make any difference in our character classes. So here is an example program. Let us see, is a pattern or expression ranging from A to Z or in the uppercase. So here we can see other meta characters such as dollar and dot have no meaning within the character class. Okay, this is the character class we are giving here. So at least one or none. Okay, at least one or none. So re dot sets of pattern. This is all quiet. So this is and all the lowercase string one or none. I said here one or none. So it can have at least one letter in the one character in the uppercase and another all in the lowercase. Here one or none. So none of them are present in the uppercase, so this will be executed as true, as this is true. And op.search of pattern, we are giving some one uppercase, lowercase, one or none. So we have one in the uppercase, and there is another of lowercase. So this is also true. This will match a pattern. So we'll see here, placing a this is start at the start of the character. We'll invert it. We're inverting it. So one or none, that is nothing but. So re dot set of pattern, here we are giving as all the characters in the uppercase. So this will not be invert, we are giving the invert one. So all must be a lowercase, or at least one must be in the lowercase, so that will match this, because we are inverting this. But here we have given all the string characters in the uppercase, so this will not be executed. This is false, so this can't be printed in the output. Actually, if we didn't give any invert in front of the starting of our expression, so this will be false and this will be false, only this will be executed as a true. But we are inverting here, so that this is true and this is true, this will false. That is the use of invert the character class. So this is what are all about the character classes. We need to declare our character class in the square brackets, and there are few other ways we can give ranges. And we need to give 2 ranges in a single character class here, and we know how to invert a character class. If we check all the characters other from the means out from the, we have whatever the range we have given in the character class. So this is how we invert it. So character classes, we see some more meta characters. Here the more characters will be asterisk, plus and question mark. And here see The meta character asterisk means 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. 0, we need to check the 0 means none or more repetitions of previous thing. So what is this previous thing? So in the syntax, this previous thing means whatever we have given input in the parenthesis. So let us see an example here. So import we're importing regular expression module. So pattern variable we're assigning with our expression raw string of egg and parenthesis spam and asterisk. We say asterisk means 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. So this is the previous thing spam. So if our string have 0 or more repetitions of this spam, so this expression is true, means our if statement is true. So if re.match, so match means we are giving here match, not search. Match means it must match at the beginning of the string. So pattern of egg, so egg, okay, it does match to our expression, so this will be executed and it is true. So you say here we have given asterisk and spam is a 0 or more. So there is no spam here. So 0 repetition. So as the egg is matched at the beginning, yes, it is true. And this 0 repetition of spam, yes, it is true. So match 1 will print in the output. So if re.match of pattern egg spam and egg, yes, we see egg at the beginning of the string egg, yes, it does match. And second we have spam 0 3 is not 0 repetition, is 1 repetition. This is second repetition. So spam is repeated for the 2 times. Here we said asterisk means 0 or more repetition of previous thing. So 2 repetitions of spam, and again here egg again starting. So there is no other repetition of the spam. So this is true. So match 2 will be printed in the output. So this is printed in the output. So if re.match of pattern spam, only we are giving spam. Yes, it will be true because it has 1 repetition of the spam. But here we are using re.match. So match means at the beginning of the string must match to our expression. So there is no egg in our input, so it is false. So match 3 will not be printed in the output. This is few more meta characters. First we have seen asterisk. So more meta characters are plus, similar to the star, but plus will give the 1 or more repetition. So whereas asterisk gives the 0 or more repetition, a plus will give 1 or more repetition. So let us see. We are importing regular expression module pattern. We get raw string of G and plus. So plus will 1 or more. So 1. So at least 1 G must be present in our string. So re.match. So match we are using. So beginning of the string must match to our expression. So pattern expression we have given G and plus. So G, yeah, it is a 1 repetition, and also G is matched with the beginning of the string. So match 1 will be printed in the output. So here we can see match 1 is printed in the output. So second expression we are giving. So if re.match pattern G, we're giving some G from a couple of times. So here G starting, yeah, beginning of the string it match, and we have seen G repetition, more than 1 or more repetitions, more than 1 time G has been repeated. So match 2 will be printed in the output. Match 2 is printed in the output. So if re.match pattern of A, B, C, here giving some pattern of A, B, C string. So A does not match at the beginning with the G, so it is not true. So it will not match 3 will not be printed in the output. So we can't see match 3 in our output. So few other meta characters we'll see of and question mark. Question mark means 0 or 1 repetition. So remember, asterisk means 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. Asterisk. When coming to the plus, it is 1 or more repetition. When question mark, 0 or 1 repetition. It will no repetition or just only 1 repetition. We use here question mark. So let us see an example. Import regular expression module. So this is the pattern. We are giving the raw string of ice. In the parenthesis, we have given some dash. So here is a repetition of we are using the question mark. So question mark means what, 1 or repetition or whatever we have declared in the parenthesis. So here cream. So if re dot match of pattern, so this expression we're comparing with common ice cream, ice hyphen ice cream. This is the string we, so ice, yeah, this just match here we're using, so beginning must match. So ice, yeah, it's matched. So hyphen, yeah, it's hyphen 0 or one repetition of hyphen, yeah, it's match. And the cream, yeah, it's cream. So this will be printed, so match one will be printed in the output. So we can see this match one. So if re dot match of pattern is giving ice cream, so we are removing here hyphen. So zero repetition of whatever we declared in the parenthesis, zero repetition, there is no hyphen. So ice, yeah, matched to the beginning of the string ice and ice, yes, it is true. So we can see match 2 printed in the output. So this is the match 2 we can see in the output. So another expression, another statement we are giving as if re dot match of pattern ice. Okay, this is ice. Yeah, ice match at the beginning, starting match at the beginning. So here hyphen repeated for the 2 times. So this is false. So leave the rest of the part. Here we have given hyphen for 2 times. Here itself the statement is false. So match 4 will not be printed in the output. So we have missed one statement here. So this is another statement. If re dot match of pattern component, some sausages we are giving. Sausages is an input. Yeah, it does not have any repetitions of the hyphen, but the beginning of the string sau does not match with the ice. Yes, it does not match with sau, so it is wrong. So match 3 will not be printed in the output. And with the ice, yeah, first beginning it's match, but hyphen repeated for the 2 times, so it will not match. So we don't see match 3 printed in our output. So few more meta characters with the curly braces. Curly braces, this is how we give a regular expression. Curly braces x comma y means between x and y repetitions of something. So let us see an example for the perfect understanding. So import re for a regular expression module we're importing. This is a pattern. We are giving our expression as a raw string of 9, curly braces 1, 3 and dollar. This is the end. This is the end of the string. So if re dot match pattern 9, so 9 it's okay, it is starting 9 beginning match, so this is true. So match 1 will be printed in the output. So match 1 we can see in the output. If re dot match pattern of 999, we are giving 3 nines here. Yeah, beginning of the string is a 9 and expression was matched. So here 1 and 3 is nothing but the 3 times 9, starting from 1 to 3 times of the 9. So 1 nines and the 2 nines and the 3 nines. So these inputs will be matched with our expression. Here we have seen another statement of re dot match pattern, comma, we are giving 4 nines, but we have given restricted to 3 nines. So starting from the 1 9, 2 9 and 3 nines. So this is the 4 nines we are giving as an input. So these does not match to our expression. So this will not be matched and we cannot see the match 3 in our output. So far we have seen in the asterisk plus question mark and curly braces. Does anyone have any doubts? You can ask. Meta characters, we introduce meta characters to modify the string in a better way. We have seen plus, we have seen question mark, nothing but asterisk, nothing but 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. Plus will be 1 or more repetition. Question mark will be 0 or 1 repetition. So we see now groups. Here are the groups. So nothing but groups can be created by surrounding part of regular expression with parenthesis. So with this example we have seen previously, import, and we are giving a star. Star is nothing but 0 or more repetition of a previous thing, that is spam. We have seen the same example here. So why we are using the same example for explaining groups is that spam here, whatever we declared in the parenthesis, this is nothing but represent a group. This represents a group. So this is why we're using the same example here. So for the better understanding of the groups, let us see the next example. So the contents of the group in the match can be accessed using group function. So this is in group. This is a group function we will import. In our regular expression module. So a call of groups in the parenthesis 0 or group is nothing is the same syntax for the same group, returns the whole match. So this is a whole match. So whatever the pattern match in our group will be written in the output. A call of group n, if n is greater than 0, returns the nth group from the left. So we'll see in the output what is the nth group from the left. So method groups return all groups from 1 up to 1. Okay, groups, whatever the groups means, the groups present in our expression will be printed in the output. So we are importing a regular expression module, and we are giving the variable pattern with, we are assigning the value of the pattern with our expression with a raw input of a parenthesis of bc parenthesis of de and parenthesis which has f, and inside the parenthesis we have g and h, and last will be I. This is our expression. So in the previous example we have seen whatever we declare some spam inside the parenthesis, it is called a group. So here B and C is a group, D E is a group, F parenthesis G and H is a group, and G alone itself is a group. So here we have 4 groups. Or another trick will be, these are the parentheses, right? How many open parentheses you can see, those many groups will present in the expression. So 1 2 3 4, 4 open parentheses, so we can directly say that there are 4 groups present in our expression. So this is a match is equal to re.match variable. We use it to find the match function. So beginning must match. So pattern comma a b c up to p we are giving as our input string. So if match, yeah, it does match starting abc, and this is the abc, it does match with the beginning. So if does match, we are printing the following statements: print match comma group. If the group is printed, yeah, a b c d e f g h I up to I, this is our expression. Yeah, it is matched from a to I, so this group will be printed here. So this group completely will be printed in the output. So as we discussed here, group with a parenthesis with no parameter inside, and group with a parenthesis and a character 0 as a parameter 0 inside does not make a change. So here we can see same when we give the parameter of dot group of 0. So another we will be seeing match dot group of 1. So first group in our in our expression will be printed. So first group, as we discussed, B and C is our first group. So B and C will be printed in our output. So group of 2. So second group in our expression need to be printed. So second group is D and E. So D and E will be printed in the output. So here match dot groups. So whatever the groups present in our expression need to be printed here. So we have B and C. Yeah, we can see B and C, D E, D E, F G H, F G H, and G alone is a group. So at last we can see G. As we discussed, number of open parentheses, we have 1 2 3 4 open parentheses. So there are 4 groups in our expression. So these are the 4 groups in our expression. So these are about the groups. And when coming to the groups, then the 2 useful ones are named as named groups and non-capturing groups. Let us see what are the uses of this named group syntax. Let us see the named groups. So here the named groups will be a question parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis we'll give question mark p less than and the name. This is the name we'll give here, and we greater than we'll close it, and here we'll write something. So let us see what we write and what does this name mean. So where name is the name of the group, so which group, okay, we're giving the name of the group in the name syntax. So and we're giving the dots, right? We need to write something here. So is the content. So what is this content, what is the name of the group? We'll go into an example and we understand those. So non-capturing groups, so what are these non-capturing groups? And these do have a syntax parenthesis question mark, and we'll write here what is the group name or the group which will be a non-capturing group. So let us see an example program here. We are importing a regular expression module. Pattern variable, we are giving our expression. This is the expression. This is the syntax for the named group. So inside the parenthesis, question mark p less than first is the name first, and here ABC is our group, and we are giving a parenthesis close. So this is our named group. This is the same parenthesis, and DEF is the name of the group, and this is a non-capturing group. And after that we are GHI is another group we are giving as an input. This is our input expression. So here match equal to RE dot match of pattern A B C D E F G H I. So this is the input string. Match S starting ABC first with the ABC. Yes, first with the ABC. Yes, it does match. So it will go down and execute this statement of print match dot group of first. So match dot group first. So first will be first ABC group. This is the first name of the group, and what is the present in the group here we have seen name is the name of the group, and dot 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 is the content. So this is the name of the group and the content is the ABC. So first is the group and the content is ABC. So ABC will be printed. So print match dot groups. So groups here. So whatever the groups present in our expression will be printed in the output in the list format. So ABC is a group, and DEF is a group, and GHI is a group. So when coming to the output, we see ABC and GHI. There is no DEF. Why? Because this is declared in the non-capturing group. This is the meaning of the non-capturing group. So whatever we declare, whatever the groups we declare in this syntax, it cannot be accessed when we enter the groups. So this will not come under as a group. So they are non-capturing groups. Once we declare them, we can't access them. So a few more meta characters. We're giving OR. Right, this is an OR in our logic expressions. We use this is an OR. So let us see an example of syntax how we declare OR. So this is a syntax. So red or blue matches either red or blue. So here we can example a program import RE regular expression module we're importing is the pattern we are giving with an expression of G R in the parentheses we are giving A R E and Y. So A or E can be used to create a whole word. Let's see an example down. So match equal to or at match, here we are using match. Beginning of the string must match. So it is matched. So then if match print 1, so G or A Y, so A is one of the character here, A or E. So A can be present or E can be present. So A was present here, so it is true. So match 1 will be printed in the output. So here we can see match 1. So A or E given, so A or E was present here, so it is true. So match 2 will be printed. So match 2 will be printed. So RE match pattern of G or IY. So we have given A or E, but we are giving I here. Yes, the beginning G was matched, but here I was not matched. So this is not true. So match 3 will not be printed here. So we cannot see match 3 here. These are about the groups. Does anyone have any doubts? You can ask. We have seen groups, how to declare them. So whatever we declare in the parentheses will always called as a group. So how to access them, like group is methods of groups, group and a particular group we need to access will give as a parameter in our parentheses, and this is the named groups and non-capturing groups, and this is the OR expression which we see as A or B. A or B neither can present, either A or B can be present in our expression. In special sequences, this will be a homework for you. So nothing but special sequences here. So we need to represent or check whether a sequence is present in our expression or not. So here is an example of dot and plus \1, dot plus in the parenthesis \1. So this will count the same repetition patterns. So this is the pattern with word and word. So same will be repeated for 2 times. So word and word, that it does match, and question mark and exclamation mark, question mark and exclamation mark, that it does match. So this is a match 2 will be printed here, ABC, and here CDE. So it does not match our pattern, so it will not be executed. So match 3 will not be printed here. So these are few sequences. This is check. We are checking for the sequences. And also we'll see backslash D, backslash S, backslash W for the digits. So we have given backslash 1, nothing but we'll check the digits. So here also can be, thus 1 can be replaced with the backslash D, here backslash S for the white space, and the backslash W for the word space. And I will not be explaining this program, you just go through it. And also same with the backslash A, capital A, and backslash uppercase Z, nothing but the starting and the beginning of the string. This is for the homework for you guys. Just go through these programs and complete the questions followed by this program. Only then you can complete the final module quiz. So this is today's last part in our regular expression, that is with email extractions. So in the few sites like our Kale Mail or the Gmail, if you doesn't give a correct syntax for your email, it will not be accepting your email. So how do we check that if the user have entered the current email or not? So this is how we can check is the email extraction. So email extraction is nothing but one of our implementation of those expressions or meta characters we have seen so far. So this is a string, we are giving str as a variable. Please contact info@sololearn.com for assistance. We are giving some email here. This is an email. If this email is in the correct syntax or not. Remember that we are not verifying the email is true or not. We are just verifying the syntax, how the user entered the email is correct or not. So this is how we check the email correct or not. So pattern is equal to this is the expression. So backslash W, backslash dot, and hyphen, square brackets, plus. So plus means nothing but we have discussed what is the plus mean, 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. 0 or more repetitions of previous thing. So at the rate, so after the at the rate, so we check from backslash W, backslash dot, hyphen, plus, and this is the same syntax. Here we can see this backslash outside the bracket, so this is a backslash dot. So after the dot here, after the dot, what we can dot in, dot co, dot in, dot com. So after the dot, whatever we enter here will be taken here. So is square brackets, backslash W in some words here, so backslash dot and plus. So here we can see, so first part of email address, this is the first part of email address which was entered before the @ symbol. So domain name without the suffix, so this will be the domain name. So this is, let us consider this is our ID number, @ the college name KL University, and third will be the domain suffix KL University dot in. So this is the domain suffix will be here. So let us see an example. So this is an email extraction example. Import RE, we're importing the regular expressions. So pattern is our expression. So what this is the previous syntax we have discussed. So str is to please contact info@sololearn.com for assistance. RE dot search, we are using search, not a match here. It will search anywhere in the string. So pattern dot string, this is the string we have given. This pattern has our expression. So if match, yes it does match, match dot groups. So here if this match, this is a match rate, match dot group. So we'll group the email here. So this is a total string, we are grouping the email here. So it will, whenever they executed this statement, so output will be info@sololearn.com. Means we are searching the email and we are grouping it. So this is info@sololearn.com. This is what we can see in our output. So the email from the string will be extracted and it will be printed in our output. So this is all about email extraction. We have seen regular expressions, how to import the regular expressions using RE module. So simple meta characters and more meta characters, like from the dot, plus, asterisk, question mark, all those character classes. We declare these character classes inside the square brackets. So here the groups, whatever we declare inside the parentheses is called as a group. So special sequences, you will be studying these special sequences. And email extraction, so whether the user has entered the correct email or not. Here one thing remember, here we are checking the syntax, whether the user has entered the email in a perfect sequence, means perfect syntax or not. We are not checking the whether the email is verified or it is present or not, or it is a fake Gmail. We are not fake email, we are not verifying that, we just only verifying the syntax. Remember that. And that's all for today. Does anyone have any doubts? You can ask. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.